So please begin.
Yes, we always let everybody come into the room and show their faces, and then I get to say how happy I am to see everybody every week. And just give it a few more minutes to let the circle fill out, and please show yourselves. It's so wonderful to see you. So unless you have a very good reason to keep your video turned off, we'd love to see your faces and bring us all into this, as one of my friends says, this rectangular circle that we find ourselves in every other week for the Monday mindfulness meditation. This practice is a practice I've been teaching for many years, but only in the last 2 years since COVID did we start to do it here on Zoom. And it has been such a beautiful way of practicing together to come into the present moment, find our breath, anchor ourselves in our capacity for calm abiding in the face of everything that's going on in the world today. Beautiful, beautiful practice. And in any case, this is a very special session because we have with us Lama Ngawang Tsultrim Rinpoche visiting from, he lives both in Nepal and in New Orleans, where he has a center. So I wanted just to give you all a little bit of background, and I do have, just to say, a few people live in the room with us today, which is also really sweet to be having warm bodies close by. So welcome to all the warm bodies in the room and all of you warm bodies out there. So let me say that Lama Ngawang Tsultrim Rinpoche has been such an important person in my life, because it was Lama Tsultrim who, and I'm gonna cry now, Lama Tsultrim in 1990 guided me up the mountain to meet his teacher, His Eminence Kushuk Mangdon Rinpoche, also known as Charak Rinpoche, the Lama that we invoke every full moon, because I asked Charak Rinpoche my question about what can we do to bring healing and protection to the earth. And he gave me the practice of the earth treasure vases. And then it was Lama Tsultrim who helped translate, for one thing, this conversation, introduced me to his teacher, and then oversaw the crafting of the treasure vases that we have been working with for all these years. And in 2018, I returned to Nepal for the first time in many years and visited the cave where I met Charak Rinpoche and Lama Tsultrim's home temple, Tolu Gompa. And please come in and take this big, beautiful chair and join the circle. Yes, welcome. So yeah, in 2018, Lama Tsultrim surprised me to no end by bestowing the title of Lama upon me, which I still don't feel deserving of, or like I will ever be able to uphold that title in the way that he might wish for me. But in any case, here we are, and I'm thrilled to be able to let you all meet each other. This is our global community, the Gaia Mandala Global Healing Community. And so this is Lama Tsultrim. Lama Ngawang Tsultrim Rinpoche was born into the Sherpa tradition of Nepal, and he is a Dzogchen Sherpa tribe. And he is a practitioner of Dzogchen in the Nyingma lineage of Tibetan Buddhism. And for 7 generations, his ancestral lineage has been Lama, who have built monasteries and stupas and the mani walls. And his father, Kyabje Kyaprok Tulku Rinpoche, was a reincarnated Lama. And his principal teacher, Lama Tsultrim's principal teacher, one of them, along with his eminence Kushuk Mangdon Rinpoche, Charok Rinpoche, who was a very important teacher to Lama Tsultrim, as well as His Holiness Dujum Rinpoche. Some of you may be aware of who that is, very important Lama in the tradition. Trulshik Rinpoche, Khensi Rinpoche, Chatral Rinpoche, Katak Moksa Tulku Rinpoche, and the Venerable Chatral Rinpoche, all of whom were important teachers to Lama Tsultrim. And Namkhai Norbu Rinpoche, who's also one of my teachers, invited Lama Tsultrim to Italy, where he lived in 1981. And since then, Lama Tsultrim has built stupas and offered teachings in the West, dividing his time between Nepal and his home temple, Tolu Tarling Monastery in Nepal, where he is now the abbot since the passing away of his father. His center in New Orleans is called Donag Tarling. And so anyways, Lama Tsultrim has always been incredibly supportive of my very unique Dharma path. And
American Dharma.
It's a kind of a new American path of the Dharma. And also with the treasure vases, which has really been the core practice for me, as well as now this practice of Tara Gaya. And I wanted to ask you, Lama Tsultrim, if you would say something, maybe briefly, just a little something about your perspective on the Earth Treasure Vase practice, and then to perhaps give us a short teaching before we go into this long life empowerment that Lama Tsultrim is going to give us, a teaching on that might come from the Konchak Chidu lineage, the lineage that he carries, maybe a little bit about the view for people who might benefit from hearing a little bit of that perspective from you, along with the treasure vase commentary from your perspective.
Yeah, the treasure vase is called Sachu Pumba in Tibetan or Himalayan language.
Let me just stop you for 1 second. Can you hear Lama Tsultrim okay? No. So you're going to have to raise your voice as much as you can.
I might have to shout.
You might have to shout. I'm going to move you a little bit closer.
So the treasure base teaching is very old. It is not new.
Can you hear okay, everybody? Better? Okay.
So it called in Himalayan language, or you can say Tibetan language, is called Sachu Pumba. Sa is earth, Chu is like essence, Pumba is base. And then
Sachu Bumpa. I'm going to maybe translate just a little bit so everybody can really understand
Sachu Pumba,
you.
so there exists also like Yang Pum, Sachu Pumba, then Lupum. So Lupum is Naga. So with same method, then, so for example, when we make the earth treasure base, which is based on Mother Earth, so inside, in the center will be her statue or her letter bomb or something like that. But if it is Naga, then it have to be Nagas, Yabyum, like that. So
with the earth we have in the vase, we have, it's almost like a home for Mother Earth.
Mother Earth, yeah. So then the Sailamo, the goddess, Earth goddess, is inside. So the whole thing is like her temple. It is her temple. So that's how you dedicate it, how you do. So in very detailed explanation by Dojum Rinpoche in his cycle, and it came from Dojum Dolu Lingpa. So then later, previous Dojum Rinpoche put together is I think like 26 volume or something. So one of those volumes is about the volume number 16, Ma, is the whole about Dakinis teaching, marvelous about earth treasure, different treasure bases. So it has a very full explanations, and it has a detailed all the practices there. Many other teachings, many other lamas whom exist about earth treasure based things, and like also for example the long life. It is a long life empowerment. It is there is about 500 different long life teaching exists within Nyingma system. So that means those all came from Guru Rinpoche, Guru Padma Sambhava and Yeshusogel Dragini Mandarava. Because after when Guru Rinpoche and Dragini Mandarava, they practiced in Marathi Cape in Nepal, and they did realize their long life body. That means they never have to die, never reborn. Of course, we cannot get that much like that now. But then still, we believe that if you receive long life blessing, empowerment, and then certain thing that like a certain death, anything can stop. So in our tradition, in Himalayan tradition, like Sherpa, Tibetan, Tamang Gurungs, if possible, we receive long life empowerment every year. Every year. If possible, from your Lama. If there is not your Lama, then somebody that holds the teaching have to be very important. Is that Lama who give have to have the teaching, have to hold the lineage and done practice on it. Any empowerments like that.
Do you all understand what he's saying? Just to bring everyone in a little bit more, Lama Tsultrim, the long life blessing is what he calls an empowerment, and it's
called Sewang in Tibetan, so it is empowerment.
Sewang. And he is going to give that to all of you, and he's saying that traditionally, it would be done once a year. People would receive a blessing of long life from their Lama once a year. And so this is a beautiful thing that he's offering us. And I wanted to ask you, I don't mean to, throw you in a different direction, but I've had this question about the earth treasure vases, that in a way, the earth treasure vases feel to me like they are also holding prayers for the long life of Mother Earth and of the elemental energies that are in the environment and all around the world.
So more or less how the earth treasure base work is, it is something we offer, we give to the earth, Mother Earth back, because many times people just take everything out but never giving back. So by doing this, then you make kind of relationship with the earth. Also that for example, every places wherever we stay, we say, oh, this is my house, my land, but never is my house. There is never is my land. It belongs to somebody else. So those there is a kind of a joke in old Sherpa Tibetan. They say, I think it's true. They say like, for the earth or something, oh, this is my land, the earth will laugh because, like you, there will be million coming, going. And same thing they say, like sometimes, especially men, it is, oh, my children, my baby, only Omi knows, she will laugh. So there is a saying that, it's all sayings. So there's why like, and then, of course, what we call Mother Earth is very, very precious. Without Earth, and we cannot be here. And then, especially like from point of view of practitioners, then to be able to reach enlightenment, to be able to help other sentient being, you need to be born as a human. Then meet a teacher, receive teaching, then do practice, all those things. Then have to be in earth. they said like, not other planet doesn't have this kind of a connection. We have being in Earth, and we have this connection. So, so very many things, importance.
Yes. Very important point he just made, right? Just making sure everybody heard that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
And also, of course, I mean, the impermanence is not a new thing, but sometimes many, either the culture, the people, we try to ignore, and we never think of that, like we have to die. Then suddenly when some, like this last year or this corona or something, whatever comes, then everybody, everybody get really shocked, and like.
You mean the coronavirus?
Coronavirus, you know. So, but then for me it was a great chance to do a practice. I stayed retreat for 7 years, 7 months during that time. So it was a wonderful thing for me. Like something happened that otherwise I wouldn't be able to do that. So for many practitioners were like that, and many, so we have to take like that. We have to look in different way, and then use it. That is a practice time.
What can you say something about the Konchok Chidu lineage that is so special to your?
Konchok Chidu is it comes from Rigzen Jatsun Ningpo. So
it comes from Rigzen Jatsun
Of course,
Ningpo.
Yeah, of course. Who is that Tirton Lama? But that means teaching comes from Guru Rinpoche. Then so all connected to Guru Padmasambhava, the teaching.
I'm slowing you down because most of the people in this circle don't have a lot of experience with the Vajrayana teachings. And so he's saying the lineage comes from Guru Padmasambhava, who was the Buddha that brought Buddhism to Tibet. And his principal consort was Yeshe Sogyal, and together they
there are 5.
There were 5.
Thousands, but 5 are known.
So anyway, just to make that connection, and this lineage is Jatsun Ningpo.
So this teaching, this particular there is a Konchok Chidu and Shitu combined together. So this is especially Konchok Chidu. So today, what I'm going to give is Konchok Chidu long life empowerment, not the whole Konchok Chidu empowerment, but just the long life.
Just the long life empowerment.
So for practitioner, and then you will understand. But if you're not practitioner, then just receive as a blessing. So you don't have to think too many things. And just
so you just take it in and know that a transmission from this living lineage that Lama Tsultrim is still carrying to this day is coming through to you through this amazing screen. Normally, these kinds of things would not
I don't really do that much, but she requested, so usually I don't do that much, So
he hasn't done teachings on Zoom
there are
much
some
at
requests,
all.
but I kind of ignore.
So somebody just wrote in the chat, mind-to-mind transmission. And so let's think of it that way. What else, Lama Tsultrim, before we go into the long life empowerment?
I think that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah. So, just, like receiving teaching, if you are new, just keep your mind positives, don't think too many this and that, don't judge, and what do you know, what you don't know, doesn't matter. So think something good, like positives, and then you're receiving something positive blessings, so that maybe you can do something good to others, if possible, unless then if you, of course, how the empowerment works is like if you believe, if you have if you are receiving from my teacher, then I have to have belief to him or her. Then, example, this teaching is connected to Guru Padmasambhava. Then long life always means Buddha Amitayu. So then that's why in the altar we have Buddha Amitayu in Pumba. And then in here is a Konchok Chidu. So Guru Padmasambhava, peaceful Guru Padmasambhava. So then
Let me slow that one down a minute
Yeah.
too, because we've created a very beautiful altar here.
Maybe I can show them.
And I'll take pictures and post it in the mandala for you. And maybe later I can turn the computer around, but it's beautiful. And he's mentioning the Buddha called Amitayus, who is the Buddha that symbolizes long life. So the Buddha Amitayus is the one that we invoke to bring through this beautiful blessing.
So even Guru Padmasambhava is a Buddha himself, but then when he have to receive long life empowerment practice in Marateka cave, he and Mandarava did 3 months, and something it says in Pema Katha, one of the Guru Padmasambhava's biography. Then so Buddha Amitayu also came, of course, to bless them, and because their Yabiyum, Guru Padmasambhava and Madharava, so then Guru Buddha Amitaya also transformed into Yabiyum, then gave a blessing to them.
So they were joined, Guru Rinpoche,
male and female.
His consort Mandarava were joined, male and female, and it was their practicing for long life at this particular cave in Nepal called Maratika, where they realized immortality. And so this is the, excuse me, also part of the transmission. And in fact, I wanted to mention that Lama Tsultrim took us to Maratika, and it shared when we were there that he had been in retreat for the first time when he was 12 years old at Maratika. He entered retreat for the first time at that young age.
Part of the Konjachido, in 12 years, I did a long life. I mean, 3 years retreat, but Konjachido was before than that. So part of the Konjachido, there is 1 month, minimum, at least 1 month is just long life retreat you do. Either you usually use a 4 month, but then the shortest one is you do 1 month. So then many times my teacher will send us whoever can go to Maratika, so we stay in the other cave.
It's a very large cave where all of these practitioners have gone, and it's a big pilgrimage site. Yeah. So anyway, you were saying?
So I think that's it. So
you want to say a little something about the stages of the blessing of the empowerment?
I mean, to fully do it, of course, we also make Dharma, but this is minimum. So like the nature, the outer inner secret, and then the long life base, long life, and then there's Saddatar, and then Seril, Sechangs, and those are the things.
We have many items on the altar, that some of which will come forward during the ceremony. And
so usually you eat the long life blessing pills, then you drink the long life drinks, and then there is a sepum to go top of your head, datars, things like that.
Yeah, so we have these little pills for long life here that we'll ingest on your behalf. But if you want to dedicate something at home afterwards, maybe you could do that. And also, if you happen to have something like some water there, at your seat, when it comes to that, you can take a little bit of the nectar of long life. Yeah.
I think we can begin to light the candle.
Okay. I'm going to ring the bell and ask you all to get comfortable, and we'll begin.
You can open the wine, leave the open. I open it. Right. Ramen come on. Ramen come on. Ramen come on. Ramen come on. Rani Kiji wanted to the Guru, Omri Bemataka Bazaka hand you, Hulu home. Omri Bemataka Bazaka hand you, Omri Bemataka Bazaka hand you, Hulu home. Ryan Gamaja, Rajan Dore, Ramiam comes from Oma, Oma, Omasarabi, Namasata, Masada, Namasata, Tadaka Juban Bears, always Sabarina, and the Kilo, Amarnendira Mando Tormesimenti, Ransu Nesuchi, Shira Kalande Midu Bajichamba, Nani on Champion Manta, Sarah comes from a system of Kunjambarash, Nine Jumbo, Umbe Mata Benaja, Sorosha Mara Benendo. Maraya Benendo, Dani, Dani, Jurmay, and Dorje, Cochinano, Jelen, Kitten, Chokon, Chasum Jaws, Dorje Saji, Rocker, Ombazrokoda. So this one here is a refuge. So please come repeat with me. Oma Ahung.
This is the Refuge Prayer.
Oma
Ahung.
Kyabne Thamba.
Kyabne Thamba.
Namla.
Namla.
Kyabsuchi.
Kyabsuchi.
Guru Korwar.
Goju Korar.
Chembi. Pamanam.
Palamam.
Jume.
Jeme.
Dongbe.
Sange.
Topchachir. Kunjang. Changchuk. Choktu.
Semketo.
Oma Ahung. Kyabne Thamba. Namla. Kyabsuchi. Guru Korwar. Chembi. Pamanam. Zome Dongbe. Sange. Topchachir. Kunjang Changchuk. Choktu. Semketo. Oma Ahung. Kyabne Thamba. Namla. Kyabsuchi. Guru Korwar. Chembi. Pamanam. Zome Dongbe. Sange. Topchachir. Kunjang Changchuk. Choktu. Semketo. Rani Dhammaji Sodri Yoga Kilon Shashin Zenim Tukurang like Yogan. We can double the riches and the Chimshina. Salon Gara Jen, Omba, the Susan and Anarama. I remember the Saragos in the Sinagun How, Bawana Sagan, Bezan, Emigram, Oma on Children Vajukan, email and Macedon. Ransom Saga Mato Toloch Neller and the Major Richard. Korean Major some trainers, so you can then show those of my own chamber. Lama Sanke Chujula, Ralaminum, Lama launchers of Vehicle in Seminary City, Lama to you doing Jinam. Guru Mandela Emma Rolobon, Nazar Mel Southern Hanging on Chosma Jaws, Jura Lama Paging Genetic, Jan to get in Gibbon. You work at Lama Tamaj or Mount Thomas and Kundana, the Kajan Gombo Hazarbanina, Jalo Naso on the Bemo, Asia in Yambini, Yan Miss Soldier. Town don't truly don't counter watch Bemadation, Cologmazum, Riven Chapter Gamadu Bonjan, showing in Sounding. The Megombo Gunandation and Ducheris and Lamadan, cutting comments a Lamazin, Jan, Yokiram the Solution, change of the Catalan Roger, the paper that Chitoga Lama Soldier, Kodan, Tired to control Sky Ocasita City, and the single Summit Telecommunication. Shojang you had a general is mirrored. The measure by Umbrum Taramshi or Maahon did nothing in the in a Tongshin Namkatabo, Sunibana Church, the Pemasamatan, Dharma Dato Samaha, Dani Tamil Ransom, Zumi, the Conjure de Bemo, Castle Dangas is making it into the boss. Pesho Godon, Pego Chocos, and Chendering, Namidi, Century, Ujil Legends. Salton Hoji was a Golan, Kano in water, Guido and Namji looking at Topam, the Japan, Kunya Santa again. None of the Mazana Salova, Rangate, Huzelo, Juro, Omgar, Amato, Teleo survivor. We need to go to Imagine or tell you come watch at the part of my batch and so here, please visualize yourself. Guru Patama Sambhava. Then from your Gurupam Sambhava, from heart, in the center there is a 8-petal lotus. Top of that is the Bajra, golden color Bajra. In center of the Bajra there is Hum. Then surrounding is Om Ahum Bajra Hum. Then going mantra out, then we invite Gurupam Sambhava and dissolve into you. So you become Gurupam Sambhava.
So you become Guru Padmasambhava as you visualize
so
him.
Then as a Lama, then I of course, then I visualize sending to, then I visualize all of you, same with not sitting on the cushion of chair, but sitting on the lotus, Guru Padmasambhava, Yabhyum, or single, that doesn't matter. Then from your heart, send, like from Om Ahung, light send to Guru Padmasambhava, then the invitation through body, speech, and mind, Guru Padmasambhava all come and dissolve to you, so you become Guru Padmasambhava.
So you send light out from your heart to Guru Padmasambhava, who's in front of you. And as the light comes back, he dissolves into your heart.
So then, as a receiving empowerment, then you have to visualize the Lama, also Guru, not just a human man or woman, but visualize him or her as a Guru Padmasambhava. So please, so then, with that, recite with me. Bambu, Chayakaraji Chubambu, Deyalu Yi Chubambu, Dina Mabanchi Chubu, Ninamo Mabana, Bulu Dudala Mebi Sanchumbu, Zaje Tonjara Minjumbu, Tongan Jovi Rada Bu, Balin Torminjo. Tamzi Duju London Jumbaza, Aragon Burdan Bushu, Alonga Neve, Shabdan Burdan. Maybe there's certain potential. So, Lama Idam Conde Social Tomosi, Tamsi Dishani. Tuji Zamon Guru and Dragon Ganas of Putu Chubana, Saraban Amadala Karam, Long Tuji Shimmers Salabs Amadala Karam. Turgo Bema June Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Conde Soyo Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam. Yang Benting Zambo Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam. Kai, Rizin Jason Yugo Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Tadon Dudul Durja Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Techen Lonson Yugo Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Beman de Jingo Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam. Doje Savon, the Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Chapdakama Shalo Saraban Amadala Karam. Rizin Chayki, Oncho Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Chatan Chang Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Nawan Chulu Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Kunzan Descent Jello Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Rizino, Mountain Shilo Saraban, Tinin Savilla Shilo Saraban Karam, Kai, Kabo Chuda Kebe Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Lame Conja Chido Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Yalwa Shirel Hazo Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Deshe Juba Kaje Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Tabo Izin Saraban Karam, Pema. Idan Bema Tabe Shilo Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai, Country Singing Donja Shilo Saraban Pogol Mani Nabe Shalo Saraban Karam, Kai, Zadochima Raula Shilo Saraban Karam, Kyo Doje Labe Shilo Saraban Karam, Kai, Ludusum Kochi Shilo Saraban, Jenso Jason, Doje Chechen Namji Saraban Karam, Lina Jeda Shilo Saraban, Roarizon, Ranglo Jilu, Saraban Amadala Karam, Kai. Jalo Tamji Jelon to Juni Dona Jalo Minga, Tabi Kondo Sojo Godon to Jitu Jela Charles of the Desikondo Journalism and Drawing. You may go to Kansan Nisha, the Madame Jujela Charles of the Taji and the Jitova, Sunja Setan Ejipon, Sosum Zatan, Chokomaba said Haradin Showing you couldn't touch. Be made in Lachatam, China in Jela Charles, the Kodashi Window, Shogo and the Church Chijuman, Tulodon Jola Charles of the Zizim, saying on the Ranjin and Gwened, Chime the Jogola Charles of Tetachi on Dojami, Lobertino, Tabji and Chula, email or Chima Charles to Raniki. Rani Dogre Magarota with the individual get down to sitting using the Honey Carvos and Bandoje Tago doing outing. When Dana Dembe, Yego, the Corole was a true, Singam Rajuan Javatamje. Chabalana Mabel, Kuson Tuki, Jila Tamja, Rado, Pardo Latin de Getaje. On do Jigo, Letamji, Zolmedo. Do Mare to Samjen Tamje, the division, the what Simbara was a true Nuju, Hanga Yeshi. Chirwa Chemboro so repeat this mantra Om Ahum.
Om Ahung,
Vajra
repeat.
Guru.
Vajra Guru.
Pema.
Pema.
Siddhi Hung.
Siddhi Hung.
Om Ahum.
Om Ahung.
Vajra Guru.
Vajra Guru.
Pema.
Pema.
Siddhi Hung.
Siddhi Hung.
Om Ahum.
Om Ahung.
Vajra Guru.
Vajra Guru.
Pema.
Pema.
Siddhi Hung.
Siddhi Hung.
That I'm not was going to you could know no to do just a no almost Shanty Korea so the not on to do maybe China Jebet to don't try to she just as in name of me the same name you are new to share your any page on to the home just said. There were Ringen and Bremsen out and was you could do it no jury is a mission to you, Brombotion Korea so said on some near the Cordon. Matology, Nirani de Jurani Pigeon to Ronje Mar Jimbara Begara, the much to them, he tar not and was said, but you will know jet. Horror and the Mojin do no Japan must be seen to you, Brombotion Korea, she was Korea so and the tuition a kid. Comes from all the Juruji, Rani Pigeon to the Honges, Sahora Bejan, the Manir Jet and Raji, Hons and Nartan was 나 요구 누게 다게 동안라 노주 레기스미 신우주 오마라 앞에 담배 좀 말아봐 되는 거는 신주되는라 주로지 신주되는라 주로지 so there is so now the part of the empowerment comes so to the mandala offerings.
Okay. If you know the mandala offering, you can do it at this time. Lama Tsultrim.
Maybe pass through this rice separately. So it is because Vajrayana teaching tantric mantrayana or tantric teaching, so without requesting you cannot give, so that's why through mandala offering then you request. Om Vajrabhumi Ahon Ji Om Shatapon Ji Sagi Saji Om Raki Vajraki Ahon Chi Chari Gojan Kori Chong Re Jalori Ra Shara Loba Po Lo Zamba Lu No Palang Ji Chang Dem Ludan Loba Ngayo Dan Ngayo Ji Den Lam Ji Do Dem Yin Dem Rimuji Re Wo Pa Sam Pi Shin Do Je Pa Ma Mo Lu Ko Lo Rimuji Ro Rimuji Zun De Ji Ma Pom Ba Gyang Ma Chang Ma Lu Ma Kar Ma Me Da Ma Do Ma Na Sa Na Ji Ma Ni Ma Da Wa Is Yun Do Shot Na Me Ji So La Na Ba Ge Po Jun Ma Sa Ma Me Ba Chang Ji No De Ni Pa Ji Jin Se La Ma 이단 결과 뒤로 가서 초전주의 상계단 전시서 단지 전주 도제도 이내게다 옹으로신 일라분도 소사 지부주 주시면도 참 리라월인지 닌다이겐바 상계신도 미대 불러와인 로그나마다신 라저바 이담구로라나 메달라 간레다야미
Iram Guru Ratnam
So now also the front visualization, self-visualization becomes one. Then also becomes the Buddha Mitayu in the Gurupam Sambhava becomes in one. So you all Gurupam Sambhava, and so the Lama Gurupam Sambhava, Buddha Tame, you all becomes one. So Daudon Kiji reason so repeat this thing, this all with me. Shri Tusum
Sangye
Kunji Ngoni Dronam Malu Dolbe Deboncho Organ Pema Rigzin Sepame Dage Lunga Yesum Chinlobla Chime Sei
Nundru Saldoso Shri
Tusum Sangye
Kunji
Ngoni Dronam Malu Dolbe Deboncho Organ Pema Rigzin
Sepame
Dage Lunga Yesum Chinlobla Chime Sei Mundu Saldosol Shri Tusum Sangye Kunji Ngoni Dronam Malu Dolbe Deboncho Organ Pema Rigzin Sepame Dage Lunga Yesum Chinlobla Chime Sei Mundu Saldo. So briefly what he's saying, what we said is the front vigilance, self vigilance, which is Guru Musaba and Buddha Amitai all becoming one.
Guru Rinpoche, Buddha Amitayus, and oneself become one.
Then we ask blessing from Buddha Ayatoyu and Guru Musaba that bless our body, spirit, and mind, and then also bestow the long life.
But please bless our body, speech, and mind, and bestow the long life.
Ngara chaza nga ido nge tsemba le o sre chudu china nuju tamje langa su salvi zizi ji sanje dan changje semba zasom da chujong shongma tamje yi cei chi lam dang zhong yu ju gi dang tamje dan changrong 당로 리젠셀람 온 탐제기 투제 진라고 돌나 샘진 손만가로 개외레 두진 왕체와 자자와 호롱 망바윤된 저도 당된 년타된 바 둘차 진레 남기 체당 손놈 탐지 이게 내리 넘버 워서 카도 나서 길이 다둔 분별하라 팀버러 주로 엄마 아홍
Om Ahong,
Vajra Guru,
Pema,
Siddhi,
Ayu,
She,
Hung,
Niri,
Za.
Om Ahong,
Vajra Guru,
Pema Siddhi,
Ayu She,
Hung Niri Za.
Om Ahong,
Vajra Guru, Pema Siddhi,
Ayu She,
Hung Niri Za.
So
this is the long life mantra. Nere jigetsa je kingen ni de chuda ige tunu chuja tuju gere tongsa geju. Da wo ge gere tongsa geju nere tong 제 발제 미든 저 탐제 창전 다 주르지. So I need to pass the daughter.
Daughter.
Jini bomba na tu yang du kan sang we tu ni de ma ya se ba me ne nga ra cha ze nga la ya yi du ma wo se ra ba ye na ma ka kan wa tu ji sha ra sho ji se la ne cha ju le cho xin je la ne sha be ko nu cha le de la ne cha do ko chang cho ne je la ne de le ko tian shuo chang ban ye jin la ne ko wo cha ang ga wo jo de la ne che ro che ba tu la ye ra wa ko ke ba jo la nian ba tam je wo se ra ka ra se jin num la ji we zu ne lu la se wo bra chi me se ong do shu ma ba de Oma mother bemasida jom over chimse on to ma mother Oma mother bemasida jom mother go bemasida jom mere zari re chini pomba nando de je ka sanwe thuni be ma se ba me nengara cha se ngala indu Uzaran baye namga kawara jure shara joti sai la ne cha yu lo jo xin je la ne sha de go no cho lu de la ne cha do chang zhou ne je la ne zhi bu go dian zhou zang ba jie xian la ne wo zhou ga wo zhou be la ne go cai ra je ba tu la ye er ba ke ba zhou la nian ba tam je so wo se ka la se de nom la ji wei zu ne lu la si 우리 재미 새 온도 좀 한번 더 엄마 아롱 버들 변해서 가요 버들 그렇게 마시대 아게 오늘의 자리 샤라죠 지세라네 자주 고 에진의 bomba 나도 들으지 상외 되니 배만세 바메 내가 찾아가라 인도가 우스라 바에 남가 제 샤라죠 지세라네 자주 고 로저 신제라네 샤웨 무조로도 라네 자안로고 장저 너제 라네 들루 대저 삼바 대신 라네 고저가고 저베 라네 새로 제바도라 예르와고 개바절라 냠바 탐제 어서가라 세진 놈라 지외존에 룰라스 오버시메 세요 도마 마음버드는 사이제 혼도좀 마음버드는 사이제 혼도 마스데 마음버드로 그르페 마시데 아이제 혼메르자 There is a short Ganapuja video, so do you have the reason Jigmeling was short Ganapuja?
No.
I think you have memory, no? Yeah, so So Ram Yam Koma Ahum,
Oh,
so
the one we do at dinner?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
little short thing?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Ram Yam
Nam
Koma
kam oma
Ahum,
hum namo Shri Aho Masukamo
The Nuntil
Alala.
Nail near the Pawan and Tanjin Chagan, the Jail on the Soviet Chavaje, how does it let in Guru and Dak and Ganato, Uteta, Balinda, Kai, Ram Yam Koma. So this daughter is a Lama Gurudevan Rakin, Ganata, Uchita, Balinda, Kai, Ram Yam Kama, religion, then Jijita, Pawan, Tanjin, and the Jima, how does it let in Gurudevan Rakin, Ganata, Uchita, Balinda. And you can do a little bit Lama, like send out.
Do what?
Lama, like little bit plate to send out.
Oh, make a plate to go outside?
Yeah. A little bit wine too. A little bit wine also. One top, yeah. So then you can bring the sejang,
Which?
the long life pills, and then
Just the long life pills?
Yeah, also first the Pumba up with the Amitai.
The Amitai is
Yeah.
Shall I bring them both, Lama?
Yeah.
Just one at a time?
One more time, yeah.
One at a time?
Yeah, yes.
Should we come to you? Or how do you want to do that?
Either way.
Oops.
Pray it first.
Sorry. I'm a little out of practice.
That's to get to the computer.
What was that? Sorry. If you have a little bit of water, you could take a little sip of that right now. And he's blessing the heads of those of us that are here and giving a little sip in the hand. Blessed saffron water.
Then you pass the cereal sejangs.
The little pills?
Yeah, little pills.
Do you want to? Okay.
You can pass it on this one. We might need a spoon for the sejang. might need a spoon for the sejang.
For the which?
For the sejang, the
The liquid.
drink.
The long life liquid. Should I put this back on the
Yeah,
altar?
yeah.
Coaching, there you go. Spoon. Otherwise, from the kitchen. I have one, but I don't have it there. I'll just get 1 teaspoon. Is it this one, Lama Ngawang?
Yes, yes.
Cheers.
Then the sepum. We forgot to pass down here. We don't. Get it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So, tell me what it is. Tell them what it is.
it's a sepum, the long base. Sepum. If you practice it, you know.
Show them this too.
This is called Cyril long life pills. And the drink.
The nectar, huh?
It's called chechang. So chechang is usually some kind of alcohol you offer them to drink. And then in the end comes the datar. So this is called datar. So it has 5 different colors. Represents 5 dakinis or 5 Buddha families. It has many meanings, but there's not enough time to tell everything. so it's called datar.
Bringing in all of the elemental energies
elemental, and then
for the long life.
Also also collects all long life. There's some being are so long life, too long, so we collect that and bring and give it to who needs.
Gather it up, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So it. You want to give it to them too, Tsultrim?
Thank you. So that's it.
That's it.
That's a short. That long life is short. Practice. They are given one little longer one for the practitioner. So
thank you.
You're welcome.
This is the dedication of merit.
Yeah.
So as we now go into dedicating the merit of what we have just done for the benefit of all beings, let's also specifically direct all of our prayers and intentions for the long life of Mother Earth as well, the one who gives us life. Thank you.
사당 람디 도지 창제 거방도 군zo 도지 창제 메신 진진자외 라마 연치긴 주위도는 뭐는 간다 대다 단전다지 주버쇼 나다르서 하나씩 고고단에 주어서 사사나저 점이 냠နယ်에 이르면 되게 텔레로지쇼. Thank you.
Alalaho. In the tradition of this group, we say a very simple dedication of merit that goes, practicing
Good.
the way of awareness gives rise to benefits without limit. We vow to share the fruits with all beings. We vow to offer tribute to parents, teachers, friends, and numerous beings who give guidance and support along the path. Thank you.
If anybody have some questions,
Yeah.
at that time.
So we wanted to open the circle for your questions or comments or reflections or whatever you might like to share at this time. And I just want to take a moment to take another breath together to give thanks to Lama Tsultrim for being here with us, for coming to visit once again after quite a long time since we've seen each other, and offering to share this blessing with all of you, all of us, and all of you who will listen to the recording later. This is a beautiful thing. And again, I'll post a few photographs, including a picture of Amitabha's, the Buddha of long life, and maybe we can post the mantra of long life, so that if you would like to recite it, you can do that. And here we are. Tomorrow morning is the actual time of the solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. In this time zone, we'll be doing a fire puja at the time of the solstice in the morning, and encourage all of you to honor the changing of the seasons, the return here in the Northern Hemisphere of the light. In the Southern Hemisphere, some of our friends are in Australia, and one person is in Japan, and so we have people from all over the world calling in, and so they're heading into the decrease of the light. So here we are, and feeling very blessed, and just wanted to allow for us all to receive this in the way that we need. Some of us have health issues. We're getting older. There's so many things going on in the world that are causing us to wonder about our long life and about the long life of Mother Earth. So let's just really gather this up like he did with he calls it a dadar. It's the arrow with the silks on it that is used in these ceremonies to gather up that life force energy and to bring it into ourselves and to share it with all beings. And so now the circle is open, and if any of you would like to either raise your hand at the bottom of the participants panel or unmute yourselves, we would be happy to hear from you. Here's a comment from all kinds of people in the chat box. One of them is from Stephen Comey, who is in Japan. And he says, Tujiche Rinpoche, deep gratitude for your long life blessing. Susanna Al, grateful, and I thank you. Julian Silburn in Australia, so grateful. Pat Block, who is in California, I feel deeply blessed. Thank you all. You're so welcome. Linnea, also in California, grateful for this blessing. Thank you. Vida Hofweber, deep gratitude. And empowerments can be non-conceptual. That was a good comment. And David Lane in Australia, this was earlier in the during your teaching, Bodha Amitayu symbolizes long life, and he blessed Guru Padmasambhava and Princess Mandarava at the Maratika cave in Nepal after that couple did prolonged tantric practice in the cave. So, yeah. So let's hear what is coming up for all of you and in this Sangha, this Gaia Mandala Global Healing Sangha. Anybody want to start us off?
Spice. Anybody want to put a spice?
To spice our proceedings. Questions or observations. Ellen Davidson, thank you. Yes. Do you want to unmute yourself, Ellen? Yeah.
I wanted to say my profound thanks. During that, I felt a part of my heart that's just gone numb and dead because there's too much happening, too much suffering right now. And it came back to life. Thank you so much.
Oh, Ellen, thank you for the way that you feel things so deeply. If you have any comments that you'd like to share, please just jump in. Yeah. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you. All right,
I don't know what that sound is, folks. Anybody? Ellen, I don't know whether that's you. No. Oh, it's a cell phone that is unmuted. Did you want to speak? 50520-732. It's a very sharp sound, so I'm going to mute you now. I'm so sorry. If you wanted to speak, please put something. Yeah. Okay. Now come back to us if you can figure out how to do that without. Yeah. Okay. Vida Hofweber, please share your voice.
I also wanted to extend very, very deep thanks. I am just so amazed to be able to receive this empowerment through this medium. And similarly to Ellen, I also felt a dropping of all of this mental energy into my chest, and a softening and an awakening. And I just feel such gratitude, and I know that will extend out, from my heart into the world. I was also wondering if there's a practice that I can uphold throughout this year to continue this energy.
Are you a practitioner? Do you practice or?
I do. My teacher's teacher is Chagdud Rinpoche.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Rinpoche very well. Yeah. So there are I'm sure you might have a conscious judo in your text somewhere. Because conscious judo is practiced, of course, among all Nyingma, plus not only Nyingma, also Kagyu too. So, and of course, if you receive whole empowerment on the conscious Judy, then there are a lot to do. So the conscious Judy have all the way from Ngondu to highest part of protection toggle all exists within conscious Judy. And then so the conscious Judy itself has a outer, inner, secret, most secret practice. So there is a outer is a Guru Rinpoche form called Nasi Silnon. That then the inner is peaceful Guru Rinpoche. Then secret is a wrathful Guru Rinpoche, Guru Thakpo. Then most secret is Singhamukha. And then within that, of course, then within that comes this long life practice, this conscious Judy, long life. If you receive whole empowerment, then but otherwise you receive now, even today you receive, the main Bhajar Guru and also the long life part of the conscious Judy. So there is Oma Hong Bhajar Pema Siddha Ayuche Hong Nirza is the mantra. At same time you can do Buddha Amitayus mantra, like the longer one or the shorter one, so.
We can write those
yeah.
If you are new to us, which I think you might be.
So the longer one is just because everybody's still on the live, I will just go through Om Namo Bhagavata Abhimada, Subini said that Zoraza, Tatagata Arata, Samnikam Buddha, Tayada Punimana Mahabana, Abhimada, Gyana Sambara said Om Sarva Sangara Para Shudar Dharmateka, and so on. Sombo Bishida Mahana Para or so there's a longer one of the Buddha Amitayu. Then Om Amarani Zivantaya Saw is the short one. Om Amarani Zivantaya Saw.
Say it slowly.
Om Amarani
Zivantaye Soha.
Om Amarani
Zivantaye Soha.
But then the same thing, it works same with the Om Ahong Bhajar Pema Siddhi Ayushe Hong Nirza. So
Om Ahong Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Ayushe
Hong Nirza.
Hong Niriza.
Okay, thank you.
You can be in touch with us if you want more guidance.
I will.
Thank you so much, Vida. Nice to meet you. All right, Julian Silburn, who is from Perth, Australia.
Thank you so much, Lama Tsultrim.
Welcome.
Really lovely to meet you.
Me too.
Thank you so much for sharing and helping Cynthia develop this ancient practice for the West and for all around the world. And it's just a great honor to finally connect with you. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for the blessing today. I felt this I feel it now, this lightness and this kind of spontaneous, joyful feeling. I think sometimes we get really heavy in the heart from everything that's happening in the world, and sometimes it's hard to feel that spontaneous joy and love for everybody and everything, and just to feel light and naturally uplifted. And I felt this practice really helps with remembering to express and to celebrate that natural joy. So thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you for expressing that for all of us, and for your presence, Julian. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Welcome.
All right. We have also Ava and Maggie in Melbourne, Australia.
What you doing? Come on. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much
You're welcome.
for lightening of the heart. Now I know that I have a lotus in my heart. I could feel it, and I will be halted forever. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mackie is not well, but she's here. That's really great.
We're so happy to see you, Maggie. I know you've been feeling terrible recently, so welcome to the circle.
Thank you. Deep thanks, Lama Tsultrim.
You're welcome.
I felt so at home with the ritual that was there, a deep sense of the depth of home. Hard to describe, most beautiful. And waves, there was a point where just there were these waves of energy coming from a very wide circle out there. And I think I've been managing a lot of nerve pain for the last 6 weeks. So it was also very lovely to move to this place of sort of an ambrosia contentment that was there. But it's full of strength and place and belonging. So I will certainly be listening to it again. It was a deep gift. Thank you.
Welcome.
On you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So happy that you could be with us, Maggie. Many blessings to you and for your long life and your health and happiness. Yeah. All right. Liza Jane Alexander, who is calling in from Tennessee.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Lama Tsultrim, for the blessing. Thank you also for the image of the Earth Treasure Vase being a temple for Mother Earth. That's beautiful. I love that. And I also want to acknowledge how profoundly moved my life has really changed by Cynthia's teachings.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Cynthia. I just want to acknowledge that in the presence of Lama Tsultrim.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you.
I love these teachings and I love these practices. Thank you both.
Wonderful. You're welcome.
Thank you, Liza Jane. Feel the same. Alalaho. Liza Jane has put, maybe we can end with the Gaia mantra. Do you have your guitar there at the end of, after we're finished?
Yes, I'm not at home, but I can go get my guitar right quick. It's just across the room, so I'll get it.
Okay, thanks. Because I'd love Lama Tsultrim to hear the song of the mantra for the Gaia mantra, the way she sings it with the guitar.
Nice.
It's so beautiful. Thank you, Liza Jane.
Oh, that would bring me great joy to share that with you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Absolutely. All right, we have Christopher.
Hello, Rinpoche. I'm on the PCH driving home.
Oh la
Just want
la.
to say thank you so much for this. This was a great connection.
You
I don't know
welcome.
if you can see us, but
I can see the dog.
No,
it's really dark here.
there you go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
There's a
Thank
Chris-
you very much, Rinpoche.
One of my
The last time I had this empowerment was
he was a mayor of one town.
was here. Yes, I was mayor here. Yeah. So thanks again. Thank you. Good night.
You're welcome.
Nice to meet you, Christopher. He was, what did you say, mayor?
Mayor, yeah, my one town up in Oregon.
In Oregon.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He's a social worker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Well, is there anyone else who is moved to wanting to say something to Lama Tsultrim? Come on. This is a once in a lifetime, maybe. Heidi, thank you.
Thank you so much, Lama Tsultrim. And
Welcome.
I did, what I felt was the strength of the lineage and the strength of the practice that we've been doing with Cynthia. What I felt was, as I was working with the image of the Buddha, or the being, is that at first there was just tension that dropped to the ground. And then there was just this beautiful radiance. And at first I felt like I just needed to receive for a while. And then once I felt like there was an established connection, then it became very easy to radiate love back. And then at the end, it touched me deeply, but at the end, I felt like it was behind me, looking out into life. It was no longer separate. It was behind me, in me, looking into the world, and it was looking with light and this beautiful radiant love. And I just want to thank you, because I feel it very deeply. And all of the life, I asked for the blessing really to go to wherever it needed. And I could only just put words are so small for the gratitude and just the recognition of the deep need right now that's in the world, and the gratitude that is felt through the reception. So thank you so very much. And thank you, Cynthia, for the practice that you have upheld for years, and all the people that have been part of it are part of this beautiful, radiant love that is so needed. So thank you again. Very much appreciated.
Thank you, Heidi. So good to share it with you. Yeah.
I'd like to say something.
Yes, Pat, please.
Thank you so much, Lama Tsultrim. It's such a blessing, and I was so excited to meet you and see you. Well, as it is, you know, because I have been so blessed with the Earth Treasure Vase community and the movement of the vases and the meditations and the beautiful light, web of light that's being always cultivated and shared among us and out into the world. And then the way that the practice goes back in time so far, and the whole, everything about how it came to be into Cynthia's hands, and then the whole history of it is so meaningful to me. And I feel so blessed by the whole thing. And so to meet you as this very important part of this story is just such an amazing experience. And then I had no idea that you were going to give us an empowerment. And wow, what an incredible blessing that is. And I also had such an experience with the heart, and that visualization of Padmasambhava and the lotus, and becoming that, and just the light of that and the beauty, and just feel incredibly full and blessed and joyful with it. So thank you so much for coming and sharing.
Thank you, Kat. Yes, yes, yes. I'm still feeling you, Ellen, and wanted to just circle back to you and acknowledge the feelings that you shared at the beginning, and just how I'm sure we all are kind of going in and out of that sense of how hard it is in the world these days. And yet here we are, and the practices that we cultivate here, full moon meditation in particular, but Tara Gaya and our mindfulness practice, and now this, really these spiritual practices bring us into an experience of connection and appreciation for life and for beauty and for that joyful quality that so many people have named, and that is a balance to the difficulty that we face in the world today. And it's so important that we cultivate some kind of a practice to keep us aligned with what's really important. So I know we're all feeling our way, trying to find that, but thank you all for doing your part. We have time for a couple more offerings. If anyone else is moved to come forward. I might call on a few people if you don't. Ray, would you like to speak? Go ahead.
And sometimes it's hard to find words, but I feel such a sense of like a showering of peace inside, relieving my heart from a lot of the grief of the world, but also a struggle I'm going through with my own health. And I didn't know we would be having a long life blessing tonight. And so it was even more of a gift coming at this exact time tonight for my particular process of.
That was the bonus that you've been practicing with Cynthia for a long time.
That's right.
Yes.
Good one.
And also, I just feel very, very moved to when Cynthia explained your relationship and how you supported her walking up the mountain. I could see you both, and I'm just so grateful to be able to sense that long history that you shared together, and that Cynthia has brought us in such depth and beauty for so many years. So,
thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. It's been quite a journey of a lifetime. Yeah. I want to name a couple of people here in the circle for your benefit, Lama Tsultrim, and I see your hand, Pat, so I'll circle back to you. But we have another friend, Jan, in the UK. Jan, just bow in. I'm not asking you to necessarily speak. I know it's the middle of the night for you in England, but Jan has been participating. Go like this so he can see. That's Jan. She's been participating very, very deeply in the Tara Gaya practice, and is also, we have a tune, a song I'll sing for you. You'll hear it. Jan plays it on the piano in a very amazing way. And we've been going really deeply, I have to say, all of us in these different circles. So just want to acknowledge each and every one of you for showing up. Marge McCarthy here. Go like this, Marge. Marge is 90 something, and she lives in Santa Fe, came to the pilgrimage in India with the treasure vase many years ago, and has come back into this circle in a very deep way, and loves the treasure vases, is helping to bring a treasure vase to Washington, D.C., which is a location that we have wanted to get a treasure vase for so many years, and Marge is helping with that. And also doing the mindfulness practice and the Tara Gaya practice. Stephen Comey, where are you? There, wave to, yes. Stephen is in Japan, has been living in Japan for 45 years,
wow.
and is also a Vajrayana practitioner.
Where in Japan? Which
He's
part?
in Tokyo, outside of Tokyo.
Yeah. I used
And
to go quite often into Tokyo. I have my sister and brother still living there. Yeah.
oh, maybe Stephen, you might share a word or two in a minute after we hear from Pat. But I know you have your hand up, Pat, and would love to invite you to come forward as well.
To add my blessings, and what a beautiful time. Thank you, both of you, Lama, that in the concept of the interweaving of not only the web of life, the web of light, but of the essence, the divine essence of the world's religions. I could not help but think of, as people are feeling the heaviness slip away, that as we go into the season of Epiphany, that in its multiple levels of meaning, of awakening, but also as we all envision a better world with love, we can together create that, because it was the witnessing of the Magi that created the Epiphany. So together we can create anything. So with that, blessings. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Pat. Yeah. May it be so. Together we are strong, as they say in Congo. Yeah. I'm going to save the chat. It's hard to read it all and do it all, so I'll put the chat in the mandala as well. And yeah, just lingering here with all of you for a few more moments, feeling the blessings and the gratitude. Yeah. Do you have any closing words you'd like to share?
We can all make a dedication and things like that. But you already did, no? Yeah. So Sarva Mangalam. Paldenzo Lama Rimbojan Daki, Europe, and Angela Cotton Chimney. Kusum to the Muru Salto, Paldenzo Lama Rimbojan Daki, Europe, and Cotton Chimney, on the Kusum to the Muru Salto, Paldenzo Lama. Dagi Ningarpimi, then Logic Cotton Chimney, Kusum to the Muru Salto. Kaya Zeta Moga Zeta City Home. Thank you all.
Lama Tsultrim will be traveling to Nepal in January. So let's hold him in our prayers for your health and safety and well-being, and for his journey also back to Tolu Gompa, which is his root temple, which is in the process of slowly being rebuilt from the earthquake. It's a very beautiful old temple, and we look forward to hearing about it when you come back. Yeah.
So someday maybe, if you all want to come and do a retreat there.
Yeah. When we can travel again, we can meet at Tolu Gompa, and oh, you can't imagine how beautiful it is, with the views of the whole entire Himalayan range and the body print of Guru Rinpoche, Guru Padma Sambhava, and he printed the rock in a place where he sat in meditation, and you can see that. And there's caves where practitioners have done their deep practice for generations. Very, very profound place. So let's go there, shall we? Yeah. All right, everyone. Many, many continued blessings. And let's close with Liza Jane, if you'd like to sing. And I'm going to take the computer over to show you the altar while you sing, Liza Jane. So I'm going to turn off my sound so we get the full effect of you, Liza. And just wish you all continued blessings of the solstice and the holidays to come in the new year. Yeah.
Om Gaya Mandala Siddhi Palabruma. 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 Om Gaya Mandala Siddhi Palabruma.
Alalaho. Thank you, Liza Jane. Thank you.
Alalaho.
We'll see you next time.
Alalaho.
Lots of love. Bye for now.